distribution outlast the product. So doesn't matter if you have created a channel who brings you a lot of clients, if you can interact fast, efficient, and professional enough with them, it's pointless. You lose them very, very, very. In fintech and in financing, trust is not a fluff or a marketing label that you put on your logo. It's basically infrastructure. It's something that brings traction and help your company to continue growing and to have a real adoption in time while you are executing what you are executing. As a founder, try to not be the smartest guy in the room. Don't be the smartest guy in the room, and surround yourself with people that are better than you and can advise you in different areas of your company. And this is what I've learned the hard way and close to a burnout, because I was thinking that I can educate myself and I can do certain things very efficient back then.
You're listening to Lesson Learned, your deep dive into the minds of creators and risk takers. My guest today is Sebastian Piu, co-founder and managing partner of credit.ro, or in Romanian, E08.S01, a digital credit brokerage platform that helps individuals and companies access financing faster, easier, and with more transparency. Welcome to Lesson Learned, Sebastian. Please tell us a few words about yourself and about 123.
Hello, Theodor. Thanks for inviting me to your podcast. It's a pleasure to be here and start talking about myself just a bit, more about the 123 Credit. And you presented very well what 123 Credit is, but there is something that needs to be added. Since last week, we've launched also 123 because
Congrats.
we made thank you very much. We've been on a stage of an event and we launched and talked about that, and basically we created a spin-off from 123 Credit that is dedicated to the companies, because there is a need also in that area, and companies are working a lot and fighting a lot to connect with the right lender, and then there is a need for a right service that helps them to access, when it's needed, fast enough, the right credit solution. So it's not 123 Credit only individuals, it's also for the companies, 123 Leasing.
Fine.
About myself, I'll try to be very, very short. I'm a former banker. I've been employed since the mid-2000 in different banks on different positions. I developed myself as a professional in these areas. Since 2017, went in entrepreneurship, starting my first company as a broker. Back then, that was more freelancing in credit consultancy as a credit broker than a real venture, a real company, being just myself and few friends. But that experience was very, very relevant because it helps me to understand the domain very, very well after leaving the banks, and also to identify what is working and more so what is not working in the domain, and where should come some improvements in efficiency, in interaction with the clients, in quality of the service, and everything that makes the brokerage a real profession that is at a high use for and usability for clients. Since 2020, I'm the co-founder of 123credit.ro and 123 Leasing. Now I'm very, very proud of this achievement with the new technology and the new platform. And I'm building and scaling this business. 123credit.ro.
It's very specific for entrepreneurs to be happy when they're launching new stuff. I'm also very excited each time I'm launching new stuff.
Yes. As an entrepreneur, you are, and you know for sure, very often you have ideas and you dream about something that needs to be added on your infrastructure and needs to be built. And fortunately, right now, 123 Credit, it's a mature company and has lots of good people around myself and my co-founder, more experienced than ourselves in certain domains and certain areas of the company, from operational to digital and tech and brokerage itself. They help us to be focused, because not everything that we are.
This is important and difficult.
Can be actually implemented, and is the right time now to be implemented, because that can distract the teams from the real focus of building something solid and relevant for the clients now. Coming back to what is 123 Credit, we are registered as a brokerage company, but the basics, we are a fintech in development because we are building a company that is creating technology to be integrated with the banks and all the lenders in the market, technology to help the brokers to be more efficient, more predictable for when they are offering the client and manage their portfolios. And all these, with a clear and very serious focus on customer experience, helping the client to benefit from the best UX and the best services when he is looking for a type of financing that is required in his life at one moment. And here I'm talking also about individuals, private individuals, but also for the companies.
Customer experience, I think it's very, very important in any business. We have also in Romania's very big e-commerce players that had the success based on customer experience, like EMAG, for example. Everything was built on having a perfect experience. What can you tell us about
Also, I can add also
Yeah.
something here about customer experience. How basically 123credit started, and the MVP started to be created when the pandemic started. Me and my co-founder, when the pandemic came and everything was closed, realized that we can't connect with our clients
Yes.
anymore as we used to do, because the online was something that needs to come fast than to still be in contact with your clients. We saw that we had the observation that brokerage and financing back then, and also partially now, it was something difficult for the client. It was hard to get all the information in the right place, was very slow, was unclear, one was unpredictable, was fragmented. The clients needs to go to different banks, from bank to bank, to collect a whole bunch of information, and then based on their ability to understand them, some more, some less, to guesstimate or make a decision on what must be the right credit solution for them. And there was a lot of friction here. And the idea with 123credit was to bridge this gap and to give to the clients more clarity, and to basically mix the brokerage and the credit intermediation with technology in order to empower the clients through our platform that are open for the public. And the client can come, can compare the offers, can read exactly the conditions for every credit in simple words on their language. And then if they want to go for it and to apply, the system will check them in the official databases, create a profile, and then connect them with a credit expert. So basically, we are not just offering educational experience in online, but we are creating a clear and simple and direct path to connect with an expert that helps the client to access the financing with the right lender.
Sounds very good. Please tell us what is hard now in the fintech world.
It's not, I think now it's been like forever. And if you are not a big data company like Facebook, Instagram, and others, you need to fight not that much for the audience, but you need to fight for the right audience that converts. So what I'm trying to say is, what is hot in our domain, in our industry, when you are mixing human expertise with digital, and we have a big presence in online, is that we are focusing not in generating leads for the lenders, but to generate clients, to identify and qualify in a very short and direct manner the intent of the client and the capacity to access a credit, and then match that intent with the right lender, making a mix between online and offline. So in a nutshell, it's not about generating leads, it's about generating clients and identifying the right intent.
Yeah, this will generate a better relationship with the partners, right? Bringing
Exactly.
better leads.
It satisfies all the parties. It's a win-win-win, 3 wins.
Yeah.
Because you as a company, if learn how to identify the need of the client, the intention of the client, and the qualification of the client very, very fast, you can make decision faster, and you can convert the clients into revenue. For the clients, you are eliminating the struggle of identifying and to jumping from a lender to another lender. That is stressful. It's create frictions and uncertainty. And when a client doesn't know what is the outcome and if the result will be positive, starts to being stressed and loses the focus and maybe loses the deals. The bank, on the other side, is the third yes in this explanation, is happy when is working less on qualified clients because they are not just analyzing a bunch of names and phone numbers and email address. It's analyzing basically a client that is matching their lending criteria. So this is what we are refining now and constantly improving and building to find the easiest and the shortest way from the client's intent to understanding exactly the need and matching with the right lender without any struggle.
Let's take a look at the beginnings and for our founder listeners, how was the growth for the company at the beginning? The first clients, what was your go-to-market strategy? How did you get your first clients? Okay, when I say clients, let's say we refer to people getting credit, right? These are the clients in your case. So how did you get your
Yes.
first clients after launching?
It was online client because we started online and we yeah, at the beginning we started with the name review, the platform, and our go-to-market proposition was to have a fully digitized infrastructure and platform who is creating a credit request that is directly submitted to the banks where they want to receive it.
Okay.
After pitching all the banks and showing them the future and they being quite amazed about the achievement and the fact that the platform was working, we faced the reality that at that moment in 2020, late 2020, no one was ready to integrate with any platform and to disclose anything and to create a full digitalized and full digitized flow to client acquisition, not just client leads. We came to T0 in a very short time. Then we went back to the banks and start asking them, okay, how are you able right now to receive the clients and what is the ideal flow for you? And when they explained us, everyone was different, and we redesigned the whole platform, creating flows for every bank, for every lender that was partnered with us at that moment. And coming back to
Okay,
your
but
direct question, the first client was online, and we had our first launch was a soft launch in I think October 2021. We were a very very short team, myself, my co-founder, and other two people, and we thought because we are a digital business, we don't need many people, so we can just have a soft launch, less a few marketing, and see what's happening. And we realized very fast that in afternoon, we had close to 140 150 clients applying, and we didn't know what to do with them. We wasn't prepared to talk with them, to identify the real problem, to guide them fast enough. But that happened to get us the first clients in that afternoon through an integration that back then we had with Idea Bank. Now is the Salt Bank that been transformed in a neo bank by BT after acquisition of Idea Bank. And this is how it came. But we get that few clients, I think 3 clients was in that afternoon converting to that full online digital flow in 2021. And then we took it down, the platform, we took it down because we realized that we are not enough people to actually interact with the complexity of the requests that they are coming with, even in online. And that came with the realization that very, very short, we need to have a strategy to build a team, to have a support department, and also to go to brokerage, to build a brokerage
but you
team.
needed some money to do all that, right?
Yes. We needed some money. We bootstrapped for a while, but also we've been helped by 2 rounds of investments. We had in 2021 a pre-seed of 100,000 euros from the 3 Fs. I'm not mentioning them now because
Everybody knows.
who are they? Friends, family, and others.
Yeah.
Sherban is a friend. The first investor is a friend. He granted us with 100,000 euros, telling guys, I like you, so take the money and do whatever. And if it's happening to work, fine, I'll capitalize the investment when it will happen. And then after that, that experience for the soft launch and the first round, we realized that if we want to build a fintech and a company that is scaling, it is real transforming the market the way we are seeing, we need serious money, and then our pockets are not that deep to sustain that, because we have bootstrap with lots of tens of thousands of euros each of us.
This is not
myself and
a small amount of money. it's not the millions, but still your own money.
Yes, yes, but for a fintech, it's small money.
Yeah.
To actually penetrate the way we want to penetrate the market, the change that we envision that is needed in the market to solve the problems that we identified, and the speed that was comfortable enough for us requires more investment. And we start pitching, meeting investors. We've been helped by some consultants, and we succeeded to secure serious a seed round after the pre-seed of 3
Did you have
million
any
euros in.
competitors at the moment?
At the
Did you have?
moment, back
I mean, there
then,
were other
yes, we had
platforms.
other brokerage companies, but we didn't have the direct competitors who was doing exactly what we were doing and we are doing now. Because back then, when we started as a brokerage company, because it was the only legal way to be registered and start functioning and interacting with the banks, was to become a brokerage company as a legal structure. And yes, we are talking about the traditional brokerage companies in Romania who've been in the establishment for
people.
more than 15 years. It's offline brokers, yeah, who go to meet clients and
There
fill
is a
in the
cousin in each
papers and
family,
something
right?
like that. It's more structured and more organized than that. But yes, generally it was fully offline.
Yeah. Okay. What can you
On the
tell
other side,
us? Yeah. Yeah, please.
on the other side, there was a few websites who was listing details about credits, and we can talk about Conso, FinZoom, Efin, and others. But they were just talking about credits and give few information about credit, but was not connecting the client with the lender if the client really want to apply. So basically, we took those two worlds and have created this 123credit ecosystem when you can come, compare, be informed, take a decision, an informed one, and then have a clear path to connect with the right lender, full online or through a specialist, to an expert.
Tell us about, there are some mistakes that you have done in customer acquisition, please, if you remember. When we say customer, in your case, it's a bank or it's a person taking a loan? Who's the customer?
We have in our company culture, maybe it sounds like a fluff, but it's the reality that makes us to operate. We are treating every partner, every supplier, every bank, every FNA, every leasing company that works with us as a client. So for us, everyone is a client. The attention that we are giving to them is the same that we are giving for the clients who brings you the money. I can think now of a few mistakes that maybe are not done only by us, but thinking that having a platform is enough.
Yes, the product.
Yeah, and
product.
saying that yes, I've launched the product, is good enough. It has all the information that anyone is looking for. So then, why the clients are not coming?
So what do we need more than that?
Brand awareness, and real interaction with the client. It can't be fully online. Fintech and financing, it's a lot about the people too. Yeah, trading money is basically trading trust, empowering the client with the trust that you are the right individual, the right person who connect them with the right lender and with the right credit solution, who helps and solve a money issue that they have at one point for an investment, or it doesn't matter what it is, and not the money itself, the credit itself, the rigid part of signing a contract and repaying to a bank. So having just a platform is not something that works for now. Yes, true, we have few digital flows for a small amount of money for personal needs that can connect you very fast with a client. But having a extended ecosystem of financing and credit intermediation requires a lot of human interaction and human expertise.
Okay. So, of course, the product is essential and fundamental. You cannot operate without it, but it's not enough. You have to go outside the product to bring people into the product. It's very true.
True.
Something that I also experienced. Tell us about if you remember some mistakes made in the retention of the customers. I mean, of course, the quality of the service, the customer experience, it's essential in order to retain a customer, but it's not just that. Is there something else that may keep a customer with your business, accepting
Customer stays with the people in the business that they trust in. I'm keep circling this idea of trust in in our domain, but
scaling.
it's the reality.
Moving forward, let's talk a bit about your own entrepreneurial experience. Have you ever been broke during the times that you built a company?
I thought that you are asking me if I've been broke ever, but that was simple because I'm a Romanian, so there are high chance to be at one point in your life to be broke. Yes, when you start a business from zero and on your own money, yes, it's a high chance to have some moments when you need to make some adjustment in your lifestyle, in the way you are spending the money, and you need to cut something in order to be able to fund as much as possible from your business before going and being able to get a financing, an investment, as it happened for us. Often joking that with my friends that now I am poorest than I used to be when I was just a single broker, because back then I was just consulting for the client and making a good amount of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And now I don't have with what was a direct salary. Yeah, I have some
yeah,
benefits as a
of
co-founder
course.
and building a company, but I'm focusing on creating revenue for the company and reinvesting it to be able to scale the way we've been scaling in the last 3 years. So
Okay. Can you please tell us what was the lowest point in your entrepreneurship journey? It can be personal or business related.
it is a personal one.
Mm-hmm.
The business fortunately went very, very well after the MVP period and after securing the investment at late September 2022 and the new launch in 2023 helped to go very, very well and to scale with the highest pace in the domain, in the industry, compared with other players. The lowest point was in 2023 after we relaunched the company in the fall of 2023, when I think, because I didn't go to the doctor back then, but it can be translated to a point of a burnout, because the level of work with a very, very concentrated and a small team, agile, but very, very small team still
Yeah.
at that moment, and the high pressure on the results and everything that was happening uh, took me to the point where I think I was close to a burnout. Hardly was able for close to 2 months to think, organize myself, to focus, and to sleep. But
No, you couldn't sleep.
fortunately, scientists, yeah, I couldn't sleep. There was moments when I was at, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the middle of the night when the body was screaming that I need sleep because I was so tired, but I couldn't fall asleep and get rest. And fortunately, something happened because I didn't do something special. I just keep working and trying to recover myself. And after about 2 months, I slowly get into the rhythm. And what that was, I think, the lowest point in that venture. On the
Okay,
business
so
side,
you think the discipline
fortunately,
was that took you out of this?
the discipline and you need to learn when to stop, because at that moment I was working weekends, I was working on the night, I was leaving the office and open the laptop again and reminding that there was something that was hanging from the day and wasn't finished, and so on and so forth. I'm doing part of it still right now, but when I feel that I can't focus and I can't put together in a very, very organized manner myself, then I'm stopping and closing the laptop and trying to change the focus to something else. And somehow this discipline helped me to. I think that was what helped me to recover myself.
It's interesting because I also have periods like this, and I also all the time I think that some other entrepreneurs don't do this. They have an easier way or something. Maybe they have employees and go faster. But it seems that most of the entrepreneurs have this rhythm of work, the volume and the rhythm of work. And I think this, in the end, it's something that it's in your blood, even if you don't have something that, let's say, an error in production, you have some time, and what do you think about your business? I mean, it's
Exactly.
starting to think that this is like built in us. I mean, if I have 5 minutes of pausing, I'm thinking about something about the business.
Exactly.
So
It
yeah,
is very interesting that people are jumping into entrepreneurship thinking that now I'll be my own boss, I work for
yeah.
myself, and I'll decide when and how much I'll work.
But you're worse. You're the worst boss. I mean, you're the worst
Exactly.
boss.
Is one of the biggest mistake in in entrepreneur life.
Yes, because then when you, for example, lose time, for example, in my case, I mean, I feel bad, way better than when I was losing some time for my, I don't know, when I was working at a company. Okay, but let's see the good part. What was one of the most, let's say, fulfilling moments in this entrepreneurship journey when you are the most happier? What makes you happy?
The way the company developed and that the fact that it developed very, very, very quickly, very fast. We managed to, in the last 3 years, as I said earlier, we basically, the real launch for the company, what it is right now, 123credit, was in March 2023. And since then, starting from almost zero back then, in terms of revenue and clients, we managed to be the fifth player in the industry in terms of volumes. Only last year we financed more than 205 million euros in credits,
Nice.
retail and companies. And we jumped from 2023, 23 million, 2024, 121 plus million, and 2025 to 200. We'll keep going to add volumes.
What made this evolution happen? I mean, did you do something or just was the market evolution or COVID? I don't know. What was the trigger that made you have this evolution? Because it's like exiting the valley of death.
I think it was a mix between the product itself and the mix between technology and very, very relevant human resource and human expertise. I mean, here I'm talking also about the brokers,
Okay.
the teams that we managed to have along with us, and the culture that is focused on the for real, it's focused on the client's needs. And having being that customer centric made the clients to be happy to interact with us and to come back to us and talk about us and help us to gain a very good traction in a very short period.
So it's
It's a mix of
compounded, right?
things. I'm just exactly as I'm always saying, the success of 123credit, it's mainly made by the quality of the people that are inside and the fact that they are all aligned to the common goal, to create a very good alternative for clients to connect very fast, efficient, predictable with the right lender when they need.
Nice.
And we are replicating that to all, also in our marketing, online or TV, also in our call center and support areas, and also in every and each broker or team manager.
Okay, thank you. Now let's try to quantify for our listeners and for future founders. I don't want to say younger because it doesn't matter the age, but the young founders, meaning the ones that just founded or wanting to found a company. Let's see some lessons that you would recommend them to, I don't know, keep in mind. Okay, if you have some, or maybe for your own, if you could go back in time and tell yourself, what would you recommend? Lesson one.
Yes, distribution. I will start with the distribution. The first lesson is that distribution outlasts the product. So doesn't matter if you have created a channel who brings you a lot of clients. If you can interact fast, efficient, and professional enough with them, it's pointless. You lose them very, very, very fast. And this is exactly what happened to us when we made a soft launch in the late 2021, when we realized that 4 people can manage 100 and close to 50 people. I think back then, in few hours in an afternoon, and we didn't know exactly, and we didn't think how to interact with them. So make sure that your product has also a channel that converts efficient and fast enough, that brings also relevance for your clients.
Thank you. Okay, another lesson.
Another one, because I'm talking about fintech and we are developing a fintech at 123credit. It's about the trust. I keep saying trust, but it's real. Because in fintech and in financing, trust is not a fluff or a marketing label that you put on your logo. It's basically infrastructure. It's something that brings traction and help your company to continue growing and to have a real adoption in time while you are executing what you are executing. And this trust should be aligned with everything that we are doing. Being also a digital company, you need to impose trust not only in your marketing and pushing money in TV ads as we are doing, or online ads. You need to have a clean and solid and a very good UX in with your systems that helps the clients to understand why you ask for something, what is the need for the level of information that you are collecting, and how that helps them to actually get a real outcome for their need. You need to replicate the same level of experience also with your physical teams. Doesn't matter if you are pushing on TV and TV create trust. If a broker doesn't replicate the same level of trust when he's interacting physically with a client. So trust is something very important that you need to be aware and you need to impose to the whole levels.
Okay, let's see another lesson.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I've learned the maybe the hard way, but I'm very happy that I've learned that very, very fast. As a founder, try to not be the smartest guy in the room. Don't be the smartest guy in the room, and surround yourself with people that are better than you and can advise you in different areas of your company. And this is what I've learned on the hard way and close to a burnout, because I was thinking that I can educate myself and I can do certain things very efficient back then. But the scalability of 123 Credit came when we realized that if you want to have a digital, you need to have a digital expert. It's not enough. You have an idea and you have created a product that it's good enough back then. And when we start having traction on digital and generating good clients and good customers through online channels, when we hire a fintech expert, a digital director who've been working since starting collaborating one today only with fintechs in UK and US. And he came with a real expertise and a real strategy to approach those clients. Also, I was thinking that I can manage the brokerage team. So before going, we couldn't scale up very, very well and make efficient the brokerage teams before hiring and aligning with our culture a very, very experienced person as a national brokerage director who was better than me, more experienced than me, connected with more brokers than me, and so on and so forth. Operational, the same, CTO and everything.
So in the end, you are like a orchestrator, right? You get experts in each field.
Like conductor in our orchestra, exactly. Like conductor in our orchestra, I'm having the vision along with my business partner, and we know exactly where the company should go, and we have the end results. After a few more years of developing, the company is still a lot to be developed, and it's planned already for the next at least 5 years, taking the support of very, very experienced and good people that are around us who help us to gain clarity and apply the right strategy of executing.
Okay. Let's see another lesson.
Culture. Along with the product itself, 123 Credit, it's a company that it's very, very well aligned with the culture. So that's to put it very simple, align the culture of the company with your vision and make sure that all your employees, all your partners are aligned with this. And I will tell you a story that was very painful for us. We tried to develop with suppliers, not with inside teams, tech teams, and it didn't work. We had huge backlogs because we just talking about features, not what is the final outcome, what it should solve, how that will change the experience for the end user. And when we realized that, and we experienced that also with few techies that we hired at one point, we didn't tell them at the beginning. We didn't thought that is important for them to know, okay, what is the big picture of 123 Credit? What is 123 Credit? How their line of code that they are coding will impact the experience of the client. And before doing that, the pace of developing, the quality of developing was not as good as we wanted. When we start bringing the techies also in the office off and on, we have created with the team that we have right now built, we decided that every 4 to 6 weeks they will come and work for a week in the headquarters in the office in Bucharest. Doesn't matter, one is in Spain, one is in Timișoara, two are in Timișoara. We have others in Iași, in Brașov. We don't have any developer in Bucharest, for example. But every around 6 weeks, they are coming in Bucharest and we are staying together. They are working together as a team. We are talking about what we are developing, how their line of codes are impacting the experience of the clients. To be able to understand that, when we start bringing that vision and that culture also in these teams, they start being more enthusiastic. The pace of developing was higher and the quality was better because they saw exactly the product, how should be developed, not also just the feature. We need to calculate the DTI for a client. We need to calculate the DAE for a client. So
Yeah, so it was
create a
like
culture,
it's like a
a
team
real.
building, right?
Exactly, that's a team building. We are going after working hours to have activities together. I know, playing football, karting, going to the pub, and doing nice things to consolidate the team. Exactly.
Okay, let's see another lesson if you have some others.
Yes, we can stay the whole night to talk about that. Yes, also align with the people that you are hiring to advise you. As a founder, you should not get in love with your ideas, and you should
With the
accept
product,
that.
with the main business, you should get in love or not?
Yes, you should
You should. I mean,
not
it's
with the
good to
product.
be in love because you don't get to. You
It's
are
good to
already.
be in love and to be passionate about that. And to for myself as a founder, I'm always look at the end result. What should be in the future and what problems will solve 123credit as a whole ecosystem, as a whole product, as a financial ecosystem. But I stopped being in love and being blocked in fixed ideas about how it should work, how it should look. Because at the beginning, I was thinking that I have the absolute truth about, because it's my idea. I dreamed about that. I worked a lot to put together the business plans and how it should be developed. But I've learned very, very fast that it's very good to be proven wrong. And there are others more experienced than myself who can come with better ideas, with better flows to be developed, with better UX for the clients. And yes, as a founder, don't get stuck with your ideas, don't get in love with your ideas, and be able to accept that there are ways to do it to do it better. And another thing that is linked also with that is be ready to pivot. Don't get stuck that you should be a digital business, because I've been there. I've started as it should be digital, and I'll work as hard as possible to prove that. And yes, but if I was continuing and being stubborn with that idea, the company will not exist anymore for a long while now. So when I realized that right now it's about, and in the future will be always in fintech and finance, about human interaction and trust that is granted by human interaction, that is empowered by technology, then the company start winning, and we build the right teams and the right way of interacting with the client and creating a whole journey online and offline for the clients.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with this. We see because now all the AI is pushing everybody to, I don't know, to less human interaction, which I don't agree. But I don't know what the future it's going to show us. Okay, thank you very much.
The future, the future. If I can add that.
Please.
Technology is a multiplier for us in our domain. Technology is a multiplier, but still to bring trust to your clients requires human interaction. When you talk about money, people needs to know that there is someone that can answer the phone and help them with the right advice at the right moments.
Yeah, correct. Let's try to summarize all these nice discussions and discussion that I really enjoyed in one or two sentences. If you like to, let's say, take a conclusion, say a conclusion or something.
Yes, if you have an idea and want to start a business, just do that.
Okay, don't wait.
Don't wait. I'll be more precise about that, but I want to make a parenthesis about a discussion that I had to an event a week or two ago, when someone in the accountancy industry complained that young people in their 20s, start business without knowing how to operate financially, that, and they need to struggle with all the questions. They said stupid questions about how they should organize financially the company. And my reply to that was, I'm so happy that I'm living the moments when people in their 20s have the guts to start a business, not to be employed, and to actually start a venture and learn the hard way sometimes how to build a business. If you start in your 20s, and you learn for sure before your 30s how to execute, if it's for you, if you are actually an entrepreneur. No book in the world will tell you how to build a business for real, how to scale a business. You can have some common practice that you need to follow, but you need to do it. Now,
And if
coming
they
to
got at the point that they got too much money and don't know what to do with it, it's way better than any other 99% of startups.
Fully.
I would like to be in that
Yeah.
situation to not know what to do with all the money.
Exactly. And now, just summarize, I'll say like that. Yeah. Building a business is not about being right from the first time. Building a business is about learning fast enough how to adapt, how to pivot your business, and basically learn faster than the problems are coming. Also in the fintech, I had this problem of perfectionism. Yeah, I always think I was always thinking that the platform is not good enough, the system is not good enough.
Yeah,
But if you wait in technology to launch the ideal and the perfect problem, you'll never launch it. Do something that is good enough, it's stable, it's scalable, it's secure, and then leave it to the people, to your customer to interact with, and for them to tell you if it's good or bad and what needs to be improved. You need to listen to your customers. Create a system and let the customers to play with and interact with it, and you'll get very, very good insights from them. And you learn how to do
feedback
that
is gold.
better and better and better.
Because a lot of people are just, they say, entering a website, don't like something, maybe something doesn't work, I don't know, and just leave. So each feedback that you receive, from my point of view, it's like a gold, because maybe you don't realize there is a problem somewhere, but look, somebody told you, I don't know, there was a problem. Thank you very much, Sebastian, for your insights, and good luck with the company. Where you can find, where our listener can find you.
Regina Elisabeta, number 123 credit. I was just giving the yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they can find me on LinkedIn. All my contacts are shared there, because if you want to stay in contact with people, you need to share your contacts. I'm always answering the phone and talk with everyone is contacting me. Off and on, I'm invited to some events as a speaker, or I'm just walking the floors. But generally, if someone is contacting me on LinkedIn, I'm answering, and I'm happy to start developing discussion and ideas.
Thank you very much, and good luck with the new platform and with the old one.
Yeah. And to all the founders and entrepreneurs, be resilient.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Theodor, for inviting me, and wish you good luck and great success with your business too, and also the podcast. It's a very, very interesting and good initiative.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Bye-bye.